The following was recorded in front of a live studio audience at the Studio 21 Podcast Café.
Welcome to this episode of Pit Life BBQ. Gather round the pit with your hosts, Johnny Maggs and Greg the Barbecue Broker DiGiorgio. Let's talk barbecue.
I will smack the hell out of you.
I just smacked the hell out of you.
What's up, everybody? Coming to you live from the Studio 21 Podcast Café in Salem, New Hampshire. It's the Pit Life BBQ podcast where we talk everything barbecue and a lot of other topics that you normally talk around the pit. As always, I'm joined by the Barbecue Broker.
Yeah, dog.
What's up, kid?
Hi.
How's it going?
Hello.
Oh,
How are you?
Back to the Barry White.
My radio voice wasn't quite prepared.
No?
What's up, dude?
Nothing. What's happening?
I want to punch you.
Go ahead.
So aggressive.
I know.
Please.
Well, I don't know why. I mowed the lawn today, Chrissy, so I'm really extra.
pumped?
I'm extra today. I did extra edging and extra mulching and a little extra.
Nice.
Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. It's hot, man. It's getting hot.
How you doing?
Tomorrow's going to be nasty.
How you doing on the road in the unconditioned, unair conditioned mail trucks? That
The Easy Bake Oven on wheels?
Easy Bake Oven on wheels.
So far, it's all right.
Yeah.
So far, it's all right. Tomorrow's going to be hot. 90s.
I'm gonna go live on the Pit Life pod on this.
Are we going to sneak up on me again?
We're gonna do a sneak up, okay? On one of the hottest days that comes, we're gonna do a sneak up on Johnny Maggs. We're gonna go live, me and you, us together with fucking water balloons, and we're gonna fucking in super soakers, and we're gonna wet him and his whole mailbag and shit. It's gonna be awesome.
Don't got the mailbag no more, baby. I'm on the retirement route. I'm good.
I'm hitting that mail truck with water balloons, and I'm bringing my son and
that could be a federal offense.
All his 12-year-old, only if you report it, and all his 12-year-old sons with me. They're going to be like, what? We're going to go peg the mailman? It's going to be almost as fun as hitting that little guy that collects golf balls on the driving range.
Oh, no, that's fun.
That's fun.
That's fun.
That's a good goddamn time. Anyway.
What's happening? What's going on? What happened this weekend? What's happening?
We did the football game at the Boston Renegades women's tackle football game.
Junior, what's up, brother?
And then we fed about 125, 150 people.
Nice.
We did pretty good, actually. Yeah, it was a good little pop-up event for the Barbecue Broker Catering. And we got asked to go back for their first playoff game. One of only 10 or so pop-ups or food trucks that they've had there. We're the only one they've asked back. Must be my devilish good luck.
Doing something right.
Or maybe it's my pulled pork. I don't know. What do you think, Chrissy?
Chrissy,
Both.
can you switch me to number one real quick?
Sure.
Because this one's going out and this one's going out. And
Sure. Let's
technical
go.
difficulties. This is what happens when you're live.
Oh, Jesus, my pen. This guy, you can't take him anywhere. Dropping things.
What to do?
All right.
What?
Are you? That's awful.
What?
Just killed my eardrums.
You're fine.
All right. Is that off?
All
So
the times
bump
you
into it?
yell on this thing,
Yeah, right.
blow our eardrums out in half of the world.
Anyway, this episode.
So it went good for you.
Yes, it went good. We got
Fantastic.
invited back. We're happy. Things are popping off. We're booking stuff. We're getting busy, and barbecue's taking over real estate a little bit. So it is what
See
it
my
is.
beef ribs?
And I'm letting it happen too. Oh, dude.
Oh,
They looked really good, those beef ribs.
they were tremendous.
4-bone plate, yes?
Those were the 4-bone plates because remember
For
when you
Angus,
had
I
picked them
got
up?
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had froze half the racks. So yeah, took them out, did those up. Dude, Uncle Steve's smoke bomb
And cow powder?
and cow shake.
Cow shake.
Competition cow shake.
The shake.
Will change your world.
Just unbelievable
my
flavor
God,
profiles
the
right there.
Flavor, it was so good. They were tremendous.
Save me one?
What do you mean save? Oh, you're one of these leftover guys. You use that term. I don't know what that word
Oh, you don't know what leftovers is, do you,
No.
buddy?
No, I do not.
I'm Italian. We overcook shit, so we always have leftovers to feed company when they come over. Because, you used to get company before COVID, right?
All right. Yeah.
Company, hey, you want a beef rib? Hey, bada bing. That's what we do. I cooked an amazing slab of pork belly, whole. Oh, I did. Whole. With a new honey rub that I'm working on, chipotle honey rub, honey chipotle. And then I actually used the old Cosmo Q apple cherry habanero rib glaze. And guess what I did? I brought you a piece, you jerk. Oh! He's happy now that I have leftovers, now that he gets some, right?
Big Rome, Mrs. Mags, Dutch, Miss Jean, hello, darling. Randy, what's happening? Mike C.
Mikey.
Brother Alton.
What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning in.
Rob Marvin, what's happening? Steve. Oh, we got some heavy hitters in here today, boys.
But because I'm such a good
Kevin, what's up?
Because I'm such a good dude, I brought you some.
You're the man.
I did. Just a little surprise. It's in the cooler in the car.
Brad, what's happening?
So we got an exciting guest today.
You wanna do this?
Let's get into it.
Let's do this.
This episode, like every episode, is brought to you by Uncle Steve's Shake. Have you ever wondered why nobody's coming to your barbecue when you light up, but your neighbor's got a line just waiting to get into his backyard? It's because you're not using Uncle Steve's Shake, and apparently your neighbor is, which means one thing, Chrissy. You better get you some right now. Uncle Steve's Shake is handmade, uses only the finest ingredients, and comes in over 10 flavors now, including their newly renamed Pig, Cow, and Bird Shake, the Smoke Bomb, Dessert Shake, and South Texas.
Red.
You got it. If you can cook it, Uncle Steve has a shake for it. If you have any shake questions, Uncle Steve has fantastic customer service. They'll walk you through all your shake needs. Hey, it's time to take your backyard game and your competition game. I added that, by the way.
I like that.
Yeah, you're welcome. We should add that in there. To the next level with Uncle Steve's Shake. Shake some on everything. Also brought to you by
our friends at Two Guys Smoke Shop and TwoGuysCigars.com. Whether we are barbecuing or not, we always keep the smoke rolling. Thanks to our friends at TwoGuysCigars.com. Today we're smoking the Roma Craft Intemperance Whiskey Rebellion in the Jefferson size.
Mine went out.
Thanks to our friends from TwoGuysCigars.com, we get to smoke some of the best cigars in the world, and so can you. Just visit TwoGuysCigars.com for your perfect barbecue companion. That's the number 2, GuyCigars.com. And also
one of our newest
family members
and sponsors would be Backline Smokers out of Austin, Texas. Mr. Ryan Newland, master fabricator. If you're looking for an offset smoker, a smoker in general, this guy can build it. His multi-tools, live fire tools, not one thing comes out of this guy's shop that looks the same. Everything is a complete one-off. Every weld, every dime laid on that smoker or that live fire tool is made by Ryan Newland himself. The possibilities at this guy's shop are endless. You just give him some ideas and he'll run with it and he'll be amazed. Mm-hmm. You got to hit up Ryan Newland, Backline Smokers, Austin, Texas. Hey, you know I got one. I don't have to tell you guys. Hey, did you know I got one?
You did.
I'll tell you every week, just in case you forgot, you asshole. Hit him up. Backline Fabrication, backlinesmokers.com. Hit him up on Instagram, and I'm telling you right now, you won't be sorry. It's well worth the conversation.
And Ryan is actually going to help us out with trying to book a guest.
Ooh.
A friend of his who...
a friend of his will be a friend of ours.
That's nice.
That's
and
right.
this gentleman happens to... let's just say his profession is a part of a 3-letter group called the NHL.
Ooh.
Yes. Just going to leave it at that. Big barbecue guy. Huge barbecue guy.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
So that's exciting. I don't want to drop nothing, but me and Ryan are working that out.
What's up, Brad Mirandabella? Brad Mirandabella.
George Cato, what's happening?
Big Salinas.
Joe's Meat Market in the house.
Yeah. No shit.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Joe?
Good things going to... We gotta
That's
get,
not Joe. His name is... What's his name? The owner.
Drop me off.
It's not Joe.
It's not Joe.
It is...
Damn it.
Wait, I got it. Joe's Meat Market owner is... Come on. Gabriel.
Gabriel.
I mean, I watch the
I was
TBC
just
videos
Googling.
enough.
I'm like, am I going to have to
And
bail
I
you
watch
out?
I watch the
We're gonna have to
TBC
get
videos all the
Gabriel
time.
on, too.
Yeah.
I watch the videos all the time. But yeah, Gabriel. That's right, Brad. I had it. You know it. You
Right.
know. That's right, George. We knew.
Without further ado, let's get down to the brass tacks.
Let's go.
Excited. It has been way too damn long, in my personal opinion. And we reached out. We're going to hook it up. A lot of everybody here, some of the guys I know Brother Alton for sure knows this gentleman.
Yep.
And he's a dear friend, big supporter of the show, and glad to have him for the second time. Hailing out of Magnolia, Texas, from CustomCuttingBoardsRUs.com.
Oh, yeah.
The one, the only, our brother Ian Hemming.
What's up,
Ian? What's
Ian?
up, brother?
A big howdy from down south Texas, guys. I appreciate you guys having us on big time.
Yeah, dog.
All right.
Great to have you.
You know,
back.
appreciate the support and everything, and I hope you guys got those boards in. You know, I know may have been a bit of an issue for you, Greg, getting that, but I sent them both over to
We'll
John,
get
and
there, we'll
hopefully
get
you guys.
there.
But yeah, we'll keep that under wraps for a bit. Yeah. We'll keep everybody biting their fingernails for a bit on that one.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Beautiful.
But
I know.
yeah,
Can't wait.
How you guys been doing?
Good,
We've
man.
been great, brother. How's everything down there?
Yeah, doing good, man. We've been soaked down here. We're about as bad as a bathroom carpet. You know, I mean, it is soaked down here bad. So, but we're hopefully dry out here pretty soon. But yeah, doing well, man. Cutting boards have been doing good, and a big thank you to you guys for always, you know, putting our boards out and using them and making sure that and keeping me honest with it. You know, letting me know what's going on with them and stuff. You know, especially Alton. Alton has been a big guy with my boards. You know, and the dog father, he's done really. He's got quite a few of them himself. You know.
Speaking of the dog father,
backline fabricator. He's got one as well. He's done really well with them. Hopefully, so you know, everything is going good.
Nice.
awesome. Speaking of the dog father,
Yeah.
Brother Alton, there it is. Get
You know.
a girl, Chrissy.
That's right, Chris.
She's on it.
I just have to give a quick shout out and huge congratulations to the Dog Fathers BBQ on their 100,000 subscribers.
No. Woo! I gotta say, back when we had Alton on, I think he was around like 30,000 or something.
Oh, I'm touching base.
He
We're
has
hooking up
really
a day
grown
because we're having a conversation with Brother
exponentially.
Alton that is going to be fantastic. We're going to
Wow.
set up the date. So you heard it, Alton.
Wow.
I'm coming for you again.
What's up, K.R.?
That is one guy that you know, we did a big get together at his place, and his wife made some of the best drinks ever out there. You know, and we had the
jug.
Ryan there
jug.
as well. You know, we got to see his pit going and stuff, which was beautiful. The way he had built that guy. So it's you can't beat it. You can't beat it. So hopefully we can do another one of those here as soon as things calm down. You know, and all get together down here south.
That'd be so much fun.
For sure. So, Ian, just for anybody, you know, who's not familiar with you and your company, how'd you get into the cutting board business?
Yeah, so started off probably back in 1998, maybe 2002. So somewhere in there, we were making cutting boards just for oddball people, you know, and things just weren't, you know, it was just for friends and stuff. And finally started thinking about it, and I started doing a lot of briskets and cooking and kind of dealing with it myself, and started looking at my board and going, why is this thing just sliding off the table every time I cut it? You know, it's super frustrating. And then you got your blood just leaking off of your boards, you know, as you're cutting stuff, you know, the juices and all that. You know, you wanted something a bit bigger. So as time went on, I started building them a bit larger, a bit heavier duty, because I prefer a very heavy duty board when I'm cooking.
Yep.
And I think the majority of people out there, to a certain extent, want a larger board to hold something, you know, 16 pounds brisket on their boards and not it slide off or slide around. So I started doing all of that, and then by 2018, I think 2019, I found some material out there that was really tough, but not so tough to where it dulls your knives, but tough enough to last, a good 20, 30 years, as long as you take care of your board, and put that together. And then I got the color design in my boards as well, and then decided to start, and those really hit off. And I got to say a big thank you to you guys for that. Absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
I noticed you got the red with the black inlay.
Yes.
Is that new?
Yes.
Is my fave, this color combo with the black with the red. It just pops. I've been using this on my catering jobs. I mean, it's been amazing. But now I see one over there. That's the flipped version of this one. Talk to me. When did that come out?
This is our newer color that we've come through. We also have we've got a white green white. So white, green, white. We've also got that as well. Now I don't know if you guys can see that, but we're starting to come up with a lot of different other colors now.
Yeah, that's the white black right here.
As this business has picked up for us, we've been able to get out there and find some different options. We're definitely looking into the pink option for the ladies. But,
nice.
Well, that's our next thing that I want to look into for sure.
Chrissy, zoom in on the bottom.
What are you shaking your head for? It would match your hair perfectly.
I know. I'm just an avid. I'm not a big fan of the whole here's a toolkit and it's all pink for girls. I'm like, oh, go.
Zoom in. See these.
No, I'm just playing around.
See these.
So this is the original. This is the countertop. But like I said, when you had given so much thought in the design of these.
Look at these.
We're going to try to zoom in.
See these stoppers right here? Everyone knows.
There you go.
Everyone who knows anything, knows that when you're cutting meat, the cutting board slides around. Yeah. So some of you know the wet paper towel trick, or the rubber gloves, or a dish rag, right? But you don't need them with this.
Don't need them with this. Watch this.
Solid feet.
That ain't going. No. This desk.
What?
See?
Yes.
See? Prove
timber.
Right there. Timber. This is not going anywhere.
No, that's solid, dude.
So you're not going to get the old slip of the knife, and next thing you know, you're in the instead of enjoying your barbecue, you're in the emergency room getting stitches.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is the first. This was one of the first ones. The original. Is it the countertop model?
Yeah, that's dishwasher board. So that'll fit into 90% of all dishwashers for you guys, for anyone out there with a normal dishwasher. Okay. That will fit into them all.
And like
of course,
I said,
the one behind you guys will not. But
yeah. And like I said, these boards,
is a tough one to watch.
They take an absolute beating because, oh God, it's got to be 2 years now anyway since we first hooked up, and literally this board gets used every day in my house.
I don't have the little one. I have the big one.
Every day.
I can't use this one every day because it takes up, my wife gives me some shit because it takes up so much room in the sink. After she's like, do your dishes. I'm like, she goes, do we wash that thing? I'm like,
I don't answer to anyone. I use the big one.
So
I use the big one.
The original you came up with.
Need storage space just
what
for it.
Was the thought process to go from the standard dishwasher size to
Magnum?
I like
this.
That went from because
let's compare here.
Hey, neighbor.
There we go.
Is that remember Wilson? Hey, neighbor.
Wilson,
Hi, Tim.
I love it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. Well,
am I supposed to hold the side of this?
I couldn't end up finding a board that was big enough to carry one of these briskets when I'm done with it. And if I did find one, it was just big enough to hold these briskets. Yeah. And then when you start slicing it and everything on your counter, you've got drippings just going all over the place. Yep. And that was super frustrating. Oh yeah, for any woman of the house, she's going to be barking at you because that's just all over the counter.
Yeah.
So it's just, which is understandable.
Yes.
But yeah, you know, it's just, and that's what got me to look at it and try and study it and see what size would be the best to not only have your brisket on your board, but also bring your sliced pieces over, and you can serve it. You got enough room to slice and serve on the same board if you would like, you know. So it was just an experience of cooking these guys and just trying to not be so frustrated at the end of the day with cooking and you know, not such a big mess left over.
Oh, for sure.
But yeah, that's kind of how that went. And you know, and like I said, we were looking at the pink boards, and that's just so that the men stopped using the women's boards, you know, for all their meat. So you know, none of us are going to go out in front of our guys with a giant pink board. So we just leave those aside for a bit.
My wife yelled at me. She'd be like, "The white cutting boards for the vegetables, not the meats."
Yes.
Oh,
I'm like, "Oh, sorry."
I got hit by a wood block once for cutting pork on it. That was the end of that one. But Jean, Mrs. Dogfather, says, I love that large board. It's big enough to do multiple things at the same time.
It's a hell of a make a hell of a cheese board.
Because the actual, all right, you know, it's tough to understand the size of this thing, you know, through the video and everything. The measurements of the brisket board, if I'm not mistaken, is 36 by 18. So that is an absolute massive
almost
board.
countertop height.
Yeah.
36 inches. I think it's kind of top height.
I mean, this is a 16-pound brisket here. I mean, this is a large brisket. This is probably a normal brisket the guys would end up getting to a certain extent. You know, you can get them bigger, but this would feed a nice big family, and you can see how it fits on here. It is going to shrink a bit, so you will have a bit more room. You know, but yeah. It's there's plenty of room for your briskets. For if you also will hold a rack of ribs on the other side of this brisket that you can chop up. You can do rack of ribs, a brisket on here all at the same time.
Yep.
You don't have to worry about you know, different cutting boards and all that stuff. This guy will end up getting it all done in one go.
Mrs. Dogfather, I want a pink one.
Yep, she does.
I don't speak for all women.
Absolutely.
And the engraving that you do on these.
Yes.
The custom engraving you put on here, the BBQ Broker catering for me. You just made one for our NEP brother, Chris Crawdaddy Crawford, and put his Crawdaddy's Barbecue on here with the same color scheme as I did. And man, they just come out so freaking awesome. They're like 3D inlaid. I mean, it's quality, man. This is everyone
that one I did for Chris came out beautiful. Came out really nice. That was a really good board that came out, as well as yours did as well.
Oh, but man.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you,
and do the engraving.
People,
for sure.
It's a looker, man. It's a looker.
Yeah.
You know, people like drive by in like a sports car, right? You're like, oh, look at that thing. Well, when barbecue guys walk by my prep area or my table and go, they're like, what is that? Where'd you get that?
Come on over. Let's have a cold beverage.
Let me explain.
You know.
Yes.
Oh, they're beautiful. Like I said, they take an absolute beating.
Yeah.
But they hold up. You know what I'm saying? These, like I had phrased it when we first started. In my opinion, these are the Yeti coolers of cutting boards.
Yes. I remember that.
Oh, without a question. Without a question.
They're fantastic.
I mean, look, there's so many different types of cutting boards out there.
Yeah.
For all different types of prices and this and that, and you don't know where they're made. I mean, these are made here in Texas, in the USA, in Texas.
The material is here in Texas or here in America. The material is made. It is made by men and women here in America. You know, that's where I take pride in these things.
Yep.
You know, big time. That I'm not buying this material from China or you know, buying hundreds of these guys at one time from China. These aren't molded. These are made and paying, you know, men and women to make these guys.
Yeah.
You know, it's something to be proud of here for the U.S. for sure.
And Brad asks, what's the price of the big red one? So if
the
I'm
one
not
you have right
mistaken,
there.
is it were they $185?
$179.99.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, so 180, and that can be bought, on the websites, and we'll ship it out. So we do have these in stock. So it would ship out within 1 to 2 days, depending on where they are in the U.S. Anywhere from 3 days to 1 day. They'll receive it from there.
Beautiful,
But,
beautiful.
Yeah, and we'll package them up nice and neat so they don't get damaged and all that. So definitely.
Oh yeah, I had to break out surgical tools to open the package we got the other
right?
day.
Yeah.
I'm sitting there going, "Oh boy!"
You got a good view. Yeah. You know how we package these things.
And the funny story, because I got my brisket board just before Thanksgiving. At least 2 years ago, maybe 3.
You brought it over my house that time?
I brought it over for the cook.
Fainted.
And you almost fainted.
I got lightheaded.
But
I was so excited when
I got
saw
mine
it.
literally a couple days before Thanksgiving.
Yep.
So I'm doing my prep. So I got the bird out on there on one side, okay, on this side. So call it where this white one is. Right, I got the bird sitting there. So I took the overhead version, put it on Facebook, and everyone's like, "Mags, why the hell are you cooking chicken for Thanksgiving?" I'm like, "What? What are you talking about? You got a chicken on that board, on your cutting board." I go, "No, that's how big the damn cutting board is. That's a 25-pound bird on that." And it looked like a chicken.
Oh, that's great.
Because the board's so big.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this is, like I said, this will be the last cutting board you'll ever buy.
Yeah.
Because there's so much you can do all at once. I have mine right now actually at my barbecue prep station in my garage because it fits on top of the 2 toolboxes. It's absolutely fantastic. Can lift it right up, move it right to the pit, and all that. It's just versatile. It takes a absolute beating, and you can't destroy it, even though you're trying like hell.
I mean, I'm putting some serious miles on this thing, dude.
Yeah, you guys can't see it.
And I'm just an aggressive person.
There is some.
Personally, I think he's taking a chainsaw to it.
I got some pretty good cut marks in it.
But that's the Dow Strong right there.
That is the Dow Strong, and I do a lot of brisket. I don't know. I'm just a hard cutter.
Yeah. No, and that's
very
that's
aggressive cutter. What is it?
Majority of people are. So, and it just takes a quick spray down and a quick clean, and it's done. If you want to use bleach or vinegar, a lot of people use vinegar to clean it all off with, and you're done with it, and put it on up for the next round. But
it's so nice, dude.
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
it's awesome, dude.
Well, good. I'm glad that's working out for you
Now,
guys.
Oh, yeah.
I use mine. I use mine almost every day. I've got mine on my kitchen counter. I've had it. That's probably the first board I made, and I still have it. And that's been maybe 5 years now. And I mean, it still looks really good. It's the white that I have on my counter, and I'm a pretty heavy cooker. I enjoy cooking, and I use it for my vegetables, for my meats. That's why I want everyone else to have it, because it works. It works,
Now,
it works.
do you guys still have I refer to it as the vegetable board.
Oh.
But it was this
What are vegetables?
dishwasher board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it had only like half of a side that it was slanted to go right into the sink.
Board.
So you're slicing and all
Yes.
the nubs and everything, you can put
Yes.
right into the sink to
Yes.
get them out of your way.
That's cool.
Do you still
Yeah.
guys
Yeah.
produce that one still? Oh,
Yeah, no, yes, we do, but we don't have many callings for it, but you're right. So this would be blocked. You wouldn't have the trail in there, so
Right.
while you're chopping, you can have your plate, on it, hanging all over it, and you can just scrape
That's cool.
scrape all your stuff. That way you're not hitting the grease trap.
Yep.
But yes. We just don't have a big calling for it.
For it, yeah.
It's it's kind of a bit of a specialty for people who are chopping all the time and want something to just scrape off and not have to worry about it.
Beautiful.
So that's all the cutting boards. That's okay.
Nice. Hey, Gray, what's up? Steve Burrow, brother, how are you? What was I going to say? So when we had talked a couple weeks ago, you were in the process of revamping your website. How'd that go out?
Yeah. So it's still, yes, it is, and this is the thing, you talk to people and every time, hey, the website's being worked on, it just seems to be a never ending process. But the website is up and running. It is able to order. It's just unfortunate. I think at this point we don't have this color, the red, black, red on there just yet. We're doing there yet. So, but it should be on there by Thursday. We should, and even then, if anybody wants to go to my Facebook page, they can message me their address, and I will absolutely send it to them. They can Venmo me or send a check in the mail. I don't, whichever works. Just as long as they can get themselves a good product in their home. That's all I'm worried about.
Absolutely.
Because when you search cutting boards, Cutting Boards R Us, it's hard to find, I find sometimes. You got to make sure, on Facebook, you got to make sure that you see this picture in the profile picture. He has these cutting boards in it, because you try to tag him in some other cutting board ones come up. I just want people to make sure they're going to the. So what is the correct Facebook page that you?
Well, honestly, if you just go to Ian, but honestly, it should be Custom Cutting Boards R Us. Okay. And it should be one word. Right. Custom all together. Okay. Custom Cutting Boards R Us. It should be just all one word.
And that's the letter R, not AR.
Right. Yeah. So Chrissy says she has it, and she's going to make sure that she puts the link.
It's already there.
It's
all right. It's already in the description. Perfect.
I do my homework, people.
She's good. She's good.
Beautiful. So, Ian, are you in any stores? Because I know last time you were having everything with that, and you were also Richie from Gator Pits was carrying them in shop.
Richie from Gator Pit. Yes, we do sell some stuff in there for Gator Pit. I do a lot of sales right now. At this point, I do a lot of sales at Cunningham Gas down here in Texas. Cunningham Gas has bought a lot of these brisket boards, and they are selling those on there, as well as some of the meat markets down in our area. But Cunningham Gas and Gator Pit, yes.
Oh,
but
beautiful.
Cunningham Gas, you can get a pretty darn good deal.
So don't they sell? They sell smokers. They sell smokers and all grill equipment at this gas station.
Yes.
I heard about this. Is this the one that has a ton of pumps, like a ton?
No, that's Buc-ee's.
Oh, Buc-ee's.
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah,
but Cunningham. So that's where you get them.
As well as Buc-ee's. Yeah.
So if you're listening, Bucky, better recognize.
I know, right? Yeah, if you're listening.
You know.
Yeah, but
that's awesome.
Cunningham Gas, and then we've got, if anybody's listening down here from Texas, Smitty's Meat Market, they give a really good deal on these boards. You'll get a better price than you will probably on my website with them, because there's shipping involved. So anybody down here in Texas, Smitty's Meat Market can really give you a good deal on them as well.
Oh, awesome.
We're that's about it, I think, as far as the stores go. Cunningham Gas, Gator Pit, and Smitty's. Yeah.
Awesome. So, Ian, you've always said to us, hey, try the boards out, see what you can come up with, any other ideas, and we bounce stuff back and forth with each other. The one thing I've noticed is, and this is just an idea for you, with the kids, especially with the kids at the house, we do a lot of pizzas.
Ooh.
Right? And it is tough to find a board that fits, a good size, large pizza. Obviously, the little frozen ones.
Yep.
Even the regular cutting board, you're still going to have off the sides, or you buy the pizza pans.
Pizza peel thingy.
Pizza peel things. but you can't get a good cut in there because of the lip of the pan.
Right.
So I got, I can break out the brisket board.
That'll do like 15
and that'll work
pizzas.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You can feed an army of pizzas on that one.
Yeah.
But then if you're like me, you cut and you got one tiny piece and one giant piece. And
Oh,
on my
that's
cut,
right.
I couldn't cut straight to save my life.
Imagine if they had.
I like that.
Imagine if they had a plug and play cutting board that would allow you to cut perfect slices.
So that's an idea. I don't know if you want to run with that, but you can have that one.
That's something that, so, if you know a guy that has come up with something like that, I mean, maybe I can run something off of that. But yeah.
All right,
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ian Hemmings
for the first time
ever revealed
the custom cutting boards are us
pizza board.
There
Woo! Let's go, baby. Let's go.
This is yours, by the way.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Hold it up like the Stanley Cup. It's playoff time. There you go.
That's all right. I have a good shot. Let me put it up real quick. I actually put a shot up here for everyone.
There it
This
is.
thing.
That's the picture.
Pow!
For those of you
That's the
watching.
picture I had sent.
Even my color, my brother.
Yeah, there you go.
You got
There
it.
you
Look
go.
at that. Oh, my.
This thing is gorgeous.
Holy.
For those of you watching, black on red.
Love. It's barbecue broker colors. It
There you
just
go.
is.
There
So,
we go.
So Ian,
that's
what
so
was the
money.
Because when you had texted me about it the other day, you had a couple designs,
Yes,
out
I did.
there.
I did.
and we had
Yeah.
talked because you had this one with the double handle,
Yep.
and you had one that
Right.
would the best describe it would look like a large cast iron skillet. So it had the
Yeah.
single handle. And,
Right.
I had said that maybe, moving around or,
Rubber footies.
my wife moving it, because
Quality.
Yeah.
all the boards are hefty and have some weight
Yeah.
to it. So I was saying, the double handle would, functionality-wise, would work better.
Yeah.
Obviously, I could handle, the one handle
those
One
meat
handle.
hooks, will handle
these,
pretty much anything.
but,
Look at the size of those things.
but what made you go with the pizza board? You blew
Yeah,
my
so-
mind with it.
So I've I made some pizzas a couple of weeks ago with a beautiful young lady that's helped me set all this up today. But I made a couple of pizzas and homemade pizzas, and it just you're cutting and things just kind of went through my head, and I'm thinking the pizza boards are all on the internet. We can get the wooden ones anywhere, but none of them have the features that has. They don't have the rubber feet on the bottom. I mean, when you're cutting your pizza and all of that, you don't want your board sliding around.
Right.
Those are deep grooves in there, and I don't know. I've got one here.
Perfect.
I don't know if people can really see the grooves, but we've got
perfect.
the
Right
grooves
there. That's a great
all
angle.
cut in there.
Yeah.
So that your pizza cutter can just follow through those grooves instead of you get some nice even pizza cuts, and it just helps to go faster with it, and just keep everything even in a way. I'm a machinist. I want everything a bit perfect. But
Dude,
yeah,
it's
it's
so
just
sexy
the
looking.
other design that we're working on is to make those handles a bit thicker to where we can engrave people's names on the handles.
There you go.
So that's what I'm working on now. I just sent those out to you just so you guys can give them a shot and see
Prototypes.
how it goes.
The prototype.
But, yeah.
What how much do you do? It says Crawdaddy Chris. What is going to be the price on the new pizza board?
Right. So right now, those are going to be $72 each right now. All right. It is a hefty board. It's not something. I mean, that board is going to be with you for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
I mean, that board is not going anywhere.
Just like they're all
That
your
is
boards.
A long lasting board.
Yeah.
That'll be the last cutting pizza board you'll need. Like John says.
Absolutely. And Gray, if I'm not mistaken, I did the measurement. Yeah, I believe it's a 15-inch diameter.
Yes, correct. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 14 7/8 to be exact.
There we go.
Which is a pretty average size for pizza.
Diameter. That will not fit in the normal dishwasher. Not that, but it's just, most pans won't fit in a normal dishwasher, nor do you want to put them in there because they end up rusting and all that stuff. But yeah. But that's, wash it and all that, and it's good to go.
Because that's a good size, because I usually make somewhere between a 14 and a 16-inch pizza, thereabouts.
Yeah.
So that's right.
Yeah.
That's about right on.
That is for a 12-inch pizza. Now we are looking into doing the 16 and 24, or is it? I think it's 24-inch pizza.
Yeah.
The biggest ones that they make out there.
Mm-hmm.
And we're starting on that, but we want to start with the smaller ones, see how they go. If people enjoy them, then we'll go from there and start processing a bit bigger. But that is actually big enough for you to get your cutter. So when you're cutting on here, you've got enough room for your cutter to follow through. You don't have to find the groove; it'll be there. But we're also working on another design to where it'll come out. It'll come out, and I'll send it to you. But we're working on another design on it.
Don't give away all the secrets.
But this helps you get right through clean on every piece versus leaving some half connected.
Yeah.
Which everybody does.
Yeah, you're gonna get through.
And then you'll pull it, and the cheese comes off, and yada yada. This is like
clean cut
all the way through down to the bottom of the groove. You're gonna get that nice clean cut right across.
Absolutely, brother Rick Galindo. What's up, brother Efren? How are you, pal?
Rick's got one of my boards. Yeah, he's been a big buyer on my end. He's been really good to us. That guy's got some good stuff going on his end. Yeah, definitely.
Amazing.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, these are like you said. I opened it up. I'm like, oh wow, this is beautiful. And,
I thought mine got lost in the mail, and apparently
I know I saw.
And apparently it did. The mailman took it.
The mailman had it.
The mailman had it.
I was off work for my daughter's birthday.
It makes sense.
You had catering events. We're not. Our schedules didn't jive.
Well, I'm glad. You don't have to pay $2 shipping. Just send it right to one of us all the time. That makes the most sense. I see this jackass twice a week anyway. So.
Love you too, honey.
That's what the wife says.
But Ian, these are absolutely. All of them are great. Your ideas, your visions of them, the design factor.
Yep.
You've really done. You really think about what you're doing before you do it, because you're incorporating every little aspect. What are you doing?
I'm just my ADD is going off, and I needed to try just a couple of it that I'm out of. A couple of these, and I don't want to. I'm going to be putting an order in soon, and they got the competition coming up. And before I forget, I wanted to.
Yeah, for anyone not
take a
watching,
couple
Greg
swigs
just
of
keeps
them.
eating the rubs.
Greg's destroying the set here. But anyway,
sorry guys.
You've really
scrolled out for a minute.
You've taken the product shows you've taken your time in the design and functionality and thought of every, like you said, the first thing of the rubber nubs on the bottom. I
love when you say rubber nubs.
The groove, the drip groove, the grooves on the pizza board. It shows, you're really passionate at what you want to put out. And, you're putting your name behind it. You want the absolute best product. And it shows, brother. It shows for sure.
Yeah.
It really does.
Hey, I'm putting my face out there for everyone to see. I mean, my phone number is out there for everyone to have. If anybody has ever had an issue with them, you can contact me directly, and I will replace them right off the bat with no charge. Or I'll give, if you're not happy with it, then we'll work, give your money back. I'm here. I'm here for everyone. I'm not going to sell anything that I don't believe in. That's for sure. I'm definitely not going to do that. And I believe in it. I use it in my own kitchen. My family uses these boards. All my friends use these boards. So far, I've been fortunate enough that there hasn't been any complaints on it. The only complaints we've had is probably the engraving, because sometimes it gets misspelled. So that's probably the worst. thing that we've had.
Oopsie. Hey, if you need to get rid of any misspelled boards, and I might know a few guys that might
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
clean up. Yeah.
We
Hey,
can repurpose them.
can you say rubber nubs again?
Rubber nubs. Why?
I don't know. It's just funny.
Rubber nubs? Okay. Listen, I didn't want to say rubber nipples, okay? So I went with rubber nubs. I'm trying to keep this family
It's
friendly.
when he says
He's
the
like,
last
this is
two,
the way he
rubber
says it. He's like, oh, and then the
rubber
engraving,
nubs.
and then the rubber nubs.
Okay.
It was very sexual.
Enough out of you.
Really say it in a sexual
Enough
manner.
out of you two. So Ian, in our last couple minutes here, you had sent me a text yesterday about the brisket board.
Yes.
And your idea for that.
So-
do you want to shoot on that, or you want to keep that a little hush hush for the moment?
No, well, so we're looking at a design that we've been working on.
Put him on the spot, John.
And I've already done it. Maybe 8 months ago. Things happened, all this Corona and all this stuff. And anyways, but I can't take full credit for this. I gotta holler at Philip. I think it's Philip Riddick. Is that the guy?
Yeah,
Daddy Cooks.
Daddy Cooks.
So he has one of my boards, and he gave me somewhat of this idea, and I'm gonna put this into play as far as putting some magnets on these boards, but not magnets that you can see. They will be embedded in the plastic, and these magnets will end up going on let me show you. These magnets will end up going somewhere around in this area, but it will be on the back side. It will come around the back. You won't see them, but you'll be able to cut your briskets, do all your stuff, lay your knife here. It will magnetize to the board, and then you can walk your cut pieces out to wherever you're going. That way your knife isn't sliding around. That's another problem I've had personally with it. My knife falling off and stuff, and that's something that I'm really, like I said, I almost had it back then, but things went on, but we're going to start that back up again. So we're going to put a magnet in here and try and do something of that nature. And that is up and coming in the next 3 months. It should be. The only thing that I'm worried about is people's cell phones, any electronics, if you put it on there, I mean, you're going to wipe it out completely. So,
well, if you're putting your cell phone on top of your cutting board when you're cutting meat, you got a different issue. You got a multitude of issues, okay?
Yeah. Right.
So the magnets are the least of your problems.
But yeah,
that's a great idea.
When you had told me that, I'm like, because I'm constantly doing that myself. I'm balancing it, and or I got to make the second trip, and of course, I'm a big boy. I'm lazy. Okay, I don't want to make the second trip. Hey, honey, or one of the kids. Hey, can you carry this out for me?
Carry my 12-inch slicer.
Or I've caught myself a couple times with the genius fact of literally putting the knives in my pockets. Surprisingly, I haven't had any issues.
We don't call it lazy. It's just called efficient. Repurpose. You're an efficient man.
Yes.
I like
one
lazy.
trip. All right, fine.
You're lazy. You work friggin' 9 days a week, so you're not lazy. We'll just call you tired.
Tired. I like that.
I'm a tired guy.
Awesome, Ian. Like I said, these are working out great from the couple I've done at the house. Real quick, obviously we've done it late once I got home. Cooked up a couple and cut them up, so it was late.
This
so
is
I
the
didn't
pizza.
take any pictures or anything yet, but I'm definitely going to get some pictures with it, put it out there. But well done, sir. My hat's off to you again.
Nice job, Ian.
You keep amazing me, brother, for sure.
Well, there's some new designs coming out, especially with the pizza board and then with the brisket board as well. So we've got some new stuff coming out. And, of course, I will send it out y'all's way as soon as we get it done, and you guys let me know any issues or anything that I can change or deal with. So I do appreciate you guys big time.
Awesome.
Big time.
Awesome.
And your followers as well, because now there's I've got Chris, Alton, Philip. There are so many big guys that you guys support that have got my board, and I really appreciate it. Big time.
Awesome.
That
And
means a
actually,
lot.
we got one last question here from Brad. Now you said the stores in Texas. What towns are those in? Because we got a bunch of guys in Texas.
They are in Magnolia.
Magnolia.
Yeah, both of them will be Magnolia and Tomball.
Okay.
So yeah, Magnolia and Tomball, and you can get some pretty good deals. And if you guys just want to contact me direct, and if you're in the area, in my area, you can come by our shop and you can pick them up from there as well. If you're in the Magnolia, Tomball, Houston area in general, you can come on by and save yourself some money for the shipping, and definitely come on out and scoop them up, and we'll shake hands, have a beer, talk, whatever, So absolutely.
Awesome. And like you said, on Facebook, it's custom cutting boards R Us.
All
the
one
letter
word.
R.
Yes.
Or Ian Hemming on Facebook. You can get there too.
Yeah, they are both in the description.
His new website, which is
CustomCuttingBoardsRus.com.
CustomCuttingBoardsRus.com.
Okay.
Right, and that should pop up right there with us.
And honestly, if you guys are having any trouble finding them, just hit us up on the page or DM us personally, whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll give you Ian's number directly, and you can bother him direct.
Absolutely.
They're always handing out your
Call
phone
him
number.
directly, and you can bother him.
I mean, if she's a blonde or anything, just give the number out. We're good. So, I'm kidding.
How about pink hair? Does pink hair work?
Trouble for
I
that
know.
one. All right.
Now we know Ian likes blondes. Moving on.
Awesome, Ian. Brother, thank you so much for taking the time to join us to talk about everything, get the new products word out. And, obviously, thank you.
We're big fans, man.
For sending us these, because
Right back at you.
all of them put in work daily, brother. That's a fact.
Yep.
And like I said, they look good as new.
And just to throw out, we will be doing sets now. We will be doing the brisket, the pizza board, and the dishwasher board in a set. And we will be selling those as a set.
Oh, nice.
Sold.
With the colors. So,
I do like the his and hers set
His and hers set.
for Valentine's. Ooh.
Oh, for Valentine's. No, I'm
come
in.
up
I'll
with
buy
ideas.
a set instantly. This is really good quality stuff. I've actually.
Yeah, because Jonathan,
Yep. The brisket board it's incredible.
That's
Good
it.
stuff.
I gotta tell Dave about the pizza board.
Oh,
'cause
he's gonna be
He
so
makes
excited.
loves
backyard.
the
He's
brick
got a
oven
big-
pizzas.
He's got the
Yep.
brick oven in his backyard.
Oh, you don't even have to tell him. Just walk by him and be like,
Dave.
he's going to be like, what the hell is
Oh my
that?
god!
Oh, my God.
Oh my god!
So if
That was good, Chrissy.
If you get an email from Dave Garofalo this evening, you'll know why.
Yeah.
yeah.
But awesome, brother. Like I said, thank you
All right,
so much,
guys.
brother. It was a pleasure.
Thanks, Ian.
I absolutely appreciate you guys. Thank you so
Ian,
much.
hold
We'll
on.
catch up
Stay,
later.
stay with us while we do the outro, and we'll come right
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Awesome. Like I said, you're happy. That's yours, baby.
I'm psyched.
The mailman delivered.
I'm going to go home, and I am going to...
Pizza's on the menu.
I'm doing firebox pizza in the 500.
There you go.
Yep.
There you
right in
go.
the firebox.
So what do you got going on this weekend?
I am cooking but also attending a friend's event on Sunday for their 1-year-old birthday party.
Nice.
So that's what we're doing.
I got
You're
my-
doing a little something.
I guess, inaugural bash, if you will, apparently.
Yeah, I got some meats for you in the trunk.
I know. So it's going to be a long weekend. So keep your eyes out on the Pit Life pages, NEP pages.
Yep, New England Pit Masters.
Texas Barbecue chapter pages,
Yes.
Big Sexy Barbecue Society page.
Ooh.
I'm probably going to be doing lives all night long just to stay awake.
Yeah, you are.
You know.
Yep,
So
you
keep
can
your
call
eyes
me.
out for that.
I'll be open. I'll be
And,
awake. Who's
you know,
what do you got
it-
coming on next week?
Next week we got. It is going to be a show. We might have to throw some cans.
Oh.
We got a dear brother of mine, Eric Estrada
Yes.
of Camp House Barbecue out of the great state of
He
Texas.
runs a 500, does he not?
I don't know if he has the
thought I
500.
saw
I know he
him with
has the big Myron Mixon on his
that's
trailer.
what it is. I knew he had a trailer.
And
I couldn't
we
remember.
are going to
Jason
be
Power, what's up, dude?
talking
Yep.
wild game.
Ooh.
That's
Smoking
right.
wild game.
Hunting and then smoking wild
Eric
game.
is a
That's some manly shit
hunting
right
guide
there.
out of
Damn.
one of the ranches down in Texas.
That's some serious
So he
shit.
guides the hunts and wild hogs,
Tell me it smokes wild hog.
You know, white-tailed deer, axis deer, wild hogs. I know they got zebra down there. They got some crazy stuff at the ranch.
Smoke a zebra?
So God knows what he's got on the pit.
Awesome.
So we're going to find that out
exciting, sure.
next week.
Hell yeah.
But real quick, this is Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
And, you know, I always say it every year. Everybody, celebrates Memorial Day. We don't celebrate Memorial Day. We observe Memorial Day.
And honor.
And honor
Yes.
Memorial Day for all our veterans, our fallen men and women of the armed forces who have given us the right to celebrate Memorial Day and have our parties and celebrations that we do every year. You know, it is the kickoff of the summer, but more importantly, it's because of those men and women of the armed forces who have given the ultimate sacrifice to give us our freedom. So,
absolutely,
you know,
well said.
Keep them all in mind. You know, thank them all.
Right.
Yeah.
Well said, by the way.
Hey,
really, you do that.
Once in a while,
You do that.
I come
you
on.
do that
Articulate.
awesome.
All right.
Kyle says, Greg, you need to wear tight tan pants next week.
For what?
Kyle, I don't want to even try to fucking understand what the hell you're talking about right now.
No.
But you know what, dude?
Anyway,
I'm going to wear tight tan pants next week.
let's wrap this.
Until
That's
next
There you
week,
go.
Yeah, until next week,
keep the smoke rolling.
The views and opinions expressed by the hosts, guests, or callers of this program do not necessarily reflect the opinions of the Studio 21 Podcast Café, the United Podcast Network, its partners, or affiliates.